Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Island Sports Center here at the RMU Island Sports Center, the Clearview Arena once again, home of the Robert Morris Colonials. Tonight, it's the home of the Single A Gold matchup as the Montour Spartans will face the Beaver Bobcats here at the Island Single A Gold Division. You just saw a matchup between the top two teams. These two teams are battling right now to get position. Montour right now can jump in the fight for positioning as they're at 10 points of 5-2. I'm waiting for Beaver to get out here, so while we're waiting for the Bobcats to come out, we'll talk about the Montour Spartans tonight, led by Jason Evans. Number 6, Landon Carlisle. Number 14 is Dalton Zolka. Number 17 is Caden Herbst. Number 20 is Connor Hubbard. Number 21 is Jonah Comerdisi Woodruff. Number 22 is Liam Dallas. Jack Rogers wearing 23. David Stroka wearing 27. Ethan Diani backing up this evening wearing 29. Hunter Fiedler wearing 38. JJ Stroka wearing 39. Dominic Dorsch wearing number 46. Starting in goal tonight, number 48, Tyler Haley, the freshman. Number 59 is Riley Cessna. Number 71 is Aiden Moskovitz. Number 88 is Holden Wilpala. Number 89 is Dylan Rogers. Number 96 is Thomas Barefoot. And number 98 is Chase Schaltenbrand. The Montour Spartans 5-2, sixth place in the gold division, but only 3 points out of that first place position that they're looking at. On the opposite side, the Beaver Bobcats, 1-5 on the season. They're tied for 10th in the gold division. Number 12 would be Zach Masters. Number 17 will be Braden Dawson. Number 19 will be Roman D. Dominics. I'll probably butcher that one. I apologize to the fans at home. Number 33 starting in goal tonight will be Dominic Amther. Number 42 will be Carter Donnell. Number 56 will be Dominic Cirilli. Number 61 will be Anthony Dawson. Number 62 will be Jack Wilson. Number 66 will be Carson Cuddy. Number 79 will be Sidney Wilson. Number 84, Sean Flaw. Number 88 will be Michael Del Signor. And number 93 will be Trevor Schmidt. The Beaver Bobcats led by Josh Bioni this evening. We got about 3 minutes to the opening faceoff. We'll enjoy it. We'll be back with that draw momentarily. Oh my. Actually, while we have a little bit of time, we'll talk about the starting goaltenders tonight. For the Beaver Bobcats, it's going to be Dominic Amther. Dom this year, 1-3 on the year. 625 goals against average, 826 save percentage, 119 of 144 for Beaver. Been a rough season for the Bobcats so far. The Montour Spartans, they're going to have a pair of freshmen in net, as Tyler Haley is going to get the start. He is 2-0 on the year with a 905 save percentage and a 297 goals against average. By what I spoke to Jason Evans before the game, he said he's probably going to run him the first 2 periods and then put in Ethan Diani. Diani, 3-2 on the year with an 825 save percentage and a 952 goals against average. But they're going to start Haley and put in Diani. They're going to rotate their freshman tenders. Gotta love freshman tendies. I love them in this league. With that being said, we will be back momentarily with the opening draw, 1:35 until the face-off. I'm Brian Mitchell. This is Berg Hockey Live. Streaming live on YouTube, and if you have the 10-band TV, Amazon, or Roku Fire app, you can join us there live on your smart TV or any other device you want to watch it on. See you in a couple minutes. Beaver and Montour here at the Island. Once again, thank you. My name is Brian Mitchell. This is Berg Hockey Live. It is PIHL Single A Gold matchups here this evening. I'm going to get the ambient mic on so we can get a little bit of... I think it's tough that you can't throw the ambient mic on whenever there's music, so I couldn't run it during the last game. So we'll run it this time. The Beaver Bobcats in the black with the brown pants and the white and silver trim. The Montour Spartans, white with the yellow helmets. Waiting to see what is going on here. The Spartans getting ready. Probably checking everybody as we had a delay last game for neck guards. So getting everybody on board with it this time. They had to stop the game, the previous game for that. 17 minutes on the clock for the first period. Carson Cuddy will step in with Chase Schultenbrand, and the faceoff will be won by the Spartans. Back, Stroka will dump that one in past Rogers. Back in, it'll be an icing to start. 16:52. We'll face off all the way back down to the right of starter Tyler Haley. Schultenbrand steps in with Cuddy behind at least Stroka, throwing it around for Rogers. Jack Rogers battles off, back for Dawson. Dawson will bounce that one off. And Schultenbrand into the zone. Schultenbrand throws one off. It's going to be blocked by Wilson. Picked up and dumped up along the boards past Cessna. Stroka will chase that one back down. Cuddy chasing it. Stroka will get there first. Carson Cuddy back up. Schultenbrand loses the puck for a second, does pick it up, brings it across center. Schultenbrand dumping it in behind the net. Right down. Wait and see. Riley Cessna battles up along the boards. It'll be picked up, and Cessna will take that one, and it'll be Schmidt dumping it back into the zone. Looking for Donnell. Goes back across. Stroka looking for Rogers behind him, and it's going to go the length of the ice. Another icing call for the Montour Spartans. 15:58 remaining in the first period. 0-0 is your score. Schmidt will step in with Camerdisi Woodruff. I'm sorry, that was with Moskowitz. Down Zoka. Last time I called this team, I was helping out 10-band. They had the black wraparound. Wilpala into the zone. Wilpala backs off, gets it, throws one off. Opportunity shot, save made by Amther. Back out. Wilpala can't get to it, so Schmidt tries to get there. It's going to be kept in by Carlisle. Stroke a shot. Goes wide of the net. It'll be tipped off by Dawson. Dawson takes it and dumps it around. Past Flaw, it's going to go out for J.J. Stroka and cleared out. Carlisle chases it down, and it is icing. Haley came out, but to no avail. Of a face-off all the way back in the Bobcat zone. 15:19 remaining in the first period. Carson Cuddy will step in with Aiden Moskowitz, and it'll be won by Cuddy forward. Nice play by D. Dominicis to get that puck. So really we'll battle that one around. I'm going to have a hard time figuring out the pronunciation on that one, so bear with me. A lot of vowels in his name. I believe it is D. Dominicis. 14:54 remaining. We'll have a face-off to the right of Haley. Back down and around. Sorelli keeps it in nicely. They'll have to get back on side. Runs into Hubbard, and Hubbard knocks him down. Back down. Dominicis with a shot and save made by Haley. We'll have another face-off. Masters will step in with Schultenbrand. One back for Cessna. Cessna in the near corner. Passes one up along the boards. Going to be cleared out and looking for Barefoot. Past Barefoot. He'll chase it down. Nice play to get to it. He throws one in behind the net on the backhand. Barefoot on the half wall. Leaves it for Strelka. JJ Strelka in the near corner. Had Dallas past him. Goes around, turns around, passes to Dallas. Dallas couldn't handle the pass, so it's going to go back into the half wall. Back for Barefoot. Back down for Strelka. Strelka up and around. Opportunity. Shot. Backhand save made. Rebound. Goes wide of the net and actually probably blockered off there by Amther. Got Barefoot. Passes one off of the blocker. Shot, save made. Rebound by Dallas. Fiedler across. Schultenbrand for Dallas. Back down for Fiedler. Takes the shot wide of the net. It's going to go on net, and Amherst will just hold on to it. 13:44 remaining in the first period. 0-0 is your score here at the Island. Once again, I am Brian Mitchell. This is Berg Hockey Live. Thank you for joining me here at the RMU Island Sports Center. Faceoff will be won and cleared by the Bobcats back all the way down. It'll be Strelka, David Strelka. Passes it out, going back for it as Dorsey can't get to it, so it's going to be Carlisle trying to chase it out, but it'll be picked up by the Bobcats and dumped down. Rogers gets around a defender, and Carlisle had to chase it down for Strelka. Strelka throws one across for Herbst, and going in on the hit, and still down on an awkward hit, still down. They're going to blow the whistle on an injury as Trevor Schmidt came in flying, and the sophomore went into the boards hard and rough, looking for a hit, missed on the hit, nailed the boards, and he'll get checked out, sent back to the bench. 13:04 remaining. We'll have another face-off here. It'll be in front of the Beaver bench. That was an awkward-looking hit for the sophomore as he came in flying, missed it, and went in shoulder first into the boards. Face-off won by, I'll give that one to Beaver. Carson Cuddy will carry it in the zone. I believe Cuddy was an all-star last year. Cleared around, Flaw. Cross, it'll be Strelka. David Strelka on the backhand. Out and across for Jack Rogers. Rogers into the zone, but lets the puck go past him. Schultenbrand picks it up, throws one on net, goes off the side. Rogers trying to bounce it off of the net. It's going to bounce around that netting behind, and they do get it off. Behind picked up. Rogers can't get to it. It'll be cleared up. Cambridge Woodruff just lets that one go out. Hubbard will have to chase it down, and no icing on the play, so Hubbard behind the net. In the near corner, Cambridge. Bounces one up, and it goes to the point as far and out for Strelka. Passes it up for Rogers. Jack Rogers throws one across, looking for the tip by Schultenbrand. Nobody home. 12 minutes remaining in the first period. Coming across, Cuddy tries to get around a defender, does so. Has won the beat. Cuddy blocked off. Rogers carries the puck. He loses it for half a second. Strelka has a little bit of pressure from DeSignore. DeSignore, the captain, of these Bobcats, and carrying it out. Cleared up for Wilson. So he blocked off of Moskowitz. Moskowitz will battle behind Rogers. Rogers has Zoka in front. That escapes, so Strelka will take it. JJ Strelka over. Cessna, shot, looks for the tip in front, it goes wide. Back down, Zoka can't get to it, so Strelka waits, keeps it on line, stays in nicely. Strelka gets off the defender. Strelka shot, blocked by Dawson. Cleared in, DeSignore will dump that one back out. And Wopola back, gets around one defender, throws one up into the neutral zone. It'll be cleared and dumped in by the Bobcats, who need to get onside to look for a line change here. Back down, Wilpala. Across the blue, across the red. Wilpala and across the blue again, but it's going to be offside. 10:42 remaining in the first period. Scoreless here at the Island Sports Center. My name is Brian Mitchell. Thank you for joining me here on Berg Hockey Live. They'll face off directly in front of the Beaver bench, won by the Spartans. Be dumped down behind the net. Amther leaves it. Carter Donnell lets that one roll through. Wilpala dumps one in the near corner. Moskowitz waits. Up on the half wall on the backhand. Comes across the blue line. He escapes back out of the blue line as the pressure came on. Back down Cessna. Cessna leaves it for Strelka. Strelka for Wilpala. Tic-tac-toe to get into the zone. Wilpala down for Moskowitz. Shot. Blocked. Looking in front. Cessna can't get to it. It'll be picked up and cleared the length of the ice by Del Signor. Or Sean Fly, I apologize. And it'll go back down. Picked up by Strelka. Strelka on the backhand throws one across for Flaw. Wilpala. Back out. Shot on. Save made. Look from the backhand. Coming around on a wraparound shot. Save made by Emmer. Save made. Rebound. Net is off again. The net came off its moorings before the shot on a big save by Amther. 9:24 remaining. Now, if you're just joining us now this evening for this game, note that in the previous game, that net had a hard time staying on its moorings the entire contest. That came off a lot. So keep in mind on that net. Back down. Hubbard. Shot down for Fiedler. Fiedler shot wide of the net. Carlisle chases it down on the far wall. Carlisle. Barefoot. Picked up by Liam Dallas. Thrown on. Opportunity here. Dallas can't get to it. It's going to go back across Hubbard. A little bit of pressure passes it into the corner. Barefoot can't get to it. Fiedler. Fiedler out. Masters will pick it up, and it'll be picked up by the Bobcats and carried out. Del Signor will carry it out, and it's tipped out by Carlisle, and back comes Masters. He has to get it to Schmidt, who just leaves it go back into the zone. The Bobcats will regroup and clear it up, or Carlisle keeps it in nicely, but to lose it in his skates was Zach Masters, and it does eventually get cleared out to center. Hubbard dumps one in off of Dawson. Up along and to the point. J.J. Strelka can't get it in the zone, so it goes back across, and he'll have to regroup at center. Strelka dumps one in behind the cage. Chasing it in is Dom Dorsch. But it'll be Carson Cuddy getting out, an opportunity coming the other way. We have a penalty coming up for a trip here. It'll be tripping call, and it will be on D. Dominicis of Beaver, and we'll have a face-off to the left of the Bobcats net. Montour coming in, the 15th ranked power play, 4 for 22, 18.2%. The Beaver Bobcats stopping 24 for 32. They're tied for 17th right now in all of single A. Carson Cuddy with the break there. Opportunity to try to get out, but Schaltenbrand will take it. Schaltenbrand back into the zone. Carson Cuddy and Del Signor with goals on. Sorry, it's just Carson Cuddy with a goal. Nope. On a kill here so far this year. One shorty for Cuddy. 66 out there for the Bobcats. Strelka carrying it into the zone. David Strelka looking for the go to the slot. Strelka can't get to it. Shot on. Scores! Jonah Cameradisi Woodruff gets a goal here. That'll be his first of the season, and it is 1-0 Montour. Camber Woodruff just found a puck in the slot on a rebound and fired it home. 7:21 remaining in the first. And the freshman with the opening goal. Face off at center. One back, Stroka into the zone. Across for Cessna. Cessna in for Zolka. Zolka throwing it across. And we'll go back and clear it up for Wilpala. Wilpala for Masters. It'll bounce up out of play, and they'll have another face-off. 7:02 remaining in the opening period. 1-0 Montour leads. Be cleared into the near corner on the wing. Wilpala picks the puck up, throws it around, and it'll go up to the point. Stroka for Cessna. Shot tipped in front. Goes past Moskowitz and into the corner where Wilpala will take it on the backhand for Moskowitz. Top of the slot, passes it across Stroka. Shot, save made by Amara. Rebounds cleared back out, and here come the Bobcats the other way. It'll be Masters. Masters gets the puck, fires one that goes off the leg pads of Stroka. Flaw can't get to it, so it's going to go back out for Wilpala. Wilpala for Stroka. Back up for Wilpala. Into the zone. Wilpala. It's up to the point. Shot on, save made by Amther. Back out for Stroka. Wilpala tries to get around the defenders. Two Bobcats converge to block that one. Back out to Stroka. JJ Stroka. Top of the slot. Shot. Just missed the net. It'll be cleared out as Stroka will have to regroup. Back to Zolka. Moskowitz will steal the puck coming into the zone. Comes in on the backhand. He gets muscled off by Dawson. Anthony Dawson in the corner with Moskowitz. They'll go back out. Wilpala can't get the shot off. It'll be cleared up by Carter Donnell. And Dorsch will chase it behind. As Dominic Dorsch leaves it up for Wilpala. They'll go back and forth. Wilpala, Stroka. Back out. It's going to be cleared out. It'll be picked up by Sidney Wilson. Wilson passes one out for Del Signor. Wilson will go back into the corner trying to collect the puck. It'll be Stroka. JJ Stroka throws one up for Herbst. And out comes Caden Herbst. Back down. Picked up and carrying it the other way is Trevor Schmidt. Schmidt gets it around for Carson Cuddy. Cuddy comes in, throws one, and goes wide in the net. Back down, the Spartans will pick it up and cleared all the way out for Dorsch. Dorsch into the zone. Shot. Tipped in front. Opportunity here on the backhand. The Bobcats throw it back to the point. Stroka. Carlisle. Shot. Save made by Amther, and to hold on to it. 4:11 remaining in the first period. 1-0 Montour leads Beaver here at the Island Sports Center. Goal by Jonah Camberdisi Woodruff, the difference. His fourth game of the season. First goal. First varsity goal. Congratulations. Down out for Carlisle. That'll be cleared out of the zone. Back down for Stroka. Stroka into the zone. David Stroka, top of the slot, shot, save made. Puck gets lost, and it does get tipped in. Amther made the first save, but it gets tipped in underneath. And it looks like it's going to be a goal for Caden Herbst. He tips it in behind. And it's 2-0 Montour. 3:42 remaining Caden Herbst, I'm not sure if he had anything last season, but that's his first of this season. 2-0 is your score. Montour leading Beaver. Barefoot wins the face-off. Dallas will carry it in. Shot on. They'll go back. Del Signor is going to clear it back out. Picked up by J.J. Strolka. He'll dump it in. Across for Barefoot. Throws it for Fiedler. Little maneuver on the blue line. Shot on and held on to by Amther. 3:16 remaining in the first period. Barefoot back. It's going to be cleared out by the Bobcats. Strolka back for Fiedler. It's going to be a nice play there by Dawson to try to clear the zone. Del Signor will carry it out. The captain across the blue line. Dumps one across. Looks like they're offside right now. They will regroup, get on, and Strolka will carry it out. J.J. Strolka into the offensive zone. Strolka has Fiedler going to the net. Throws one in behind. He gets muscled off and a hit by Anthony Dawson. Cessna throws one across looking for Dallas. It's going to be picked up by Sean Flaw. And looking for Schmidt. It's offside. And Carson Cuddy gets lined up by Strolka. Cessna will throw one around for Fiedler. Fiedler across for David Strolka. David Strolka across Fiedler. Looks for the tip in front, looking for 1, 2, 3. Does end up getting the rebound. And Hunter Fiedler gets his third of the season and makes it 3-0 Montour. 2:10 remaining in the first period. Face off at center. One back. Montour, and they are offside. They'll have a face off directly to our left. Schultz and Snyder are referees here this evening. Rogers. Throws one out. Hubbard carrying it into the zone. Throws it on net. Save made. Rebound bounces in the air behind. It'll go back out. Schultenbrand to the point. Shot tipped in front. Opportunity here for Rogers. Rogers picks up the puck. Couldn't make the play. Sorry about the camera angle there. Strolka doing everything on my own. Back and forth. Rogers in the near corner. Has Schultenbrand. Back up for Strolka. Strolka. Shot. Save made. Held on to by Amther and back down. Schultenbrand will step in for a face-off. Quick line change here for the Bobcats. 1:28 remaining in first thing, and here we go. Face-off won by the Spartans. Rogers behind the net. Rogers waits, throws one up. It'll be Schultenbrand. Chase Schultenbrand. Up to the point. David Strolka across. Shot and tipped out of play. Shot by Connor Hubbard. Face-off coming back into the zone. Line change for the Spartans. Line change for the Bobcats. Moskowitz will step in with D. Dominicis. It'll be won by Strolka. Wopola looking for the wraparound. Save made by Amther, and the Bobcats are having a hard time getting it out. Down, cleared up to the point, and it's going to be kept in, but cleared by Cessna. Cessna across for Strolka. Moskowitz does dump it in. Zilka gets back in on side. Zilka looks for Wopola. Doesn't make it through the defense. Backhanded by Anthony Dawson. Across Cessna. Dumps one on net. Save made by Amther and held on to. 27.8 seconds remaining in the first period. 3-0 Montour leads Beaver. Face off to the left, to the right of Amther. Third in behind. Zolka behind the net. Zolka up for Strelka. Strelka shot blocked. Zolka will get it back. Dumps it around off the boards. Awkward bounce. Doesn't go out. Strelka throws one behind. Wopola. Cessna. Other than Moskovitz, everybody out there has an A to finish their last name. And with 1 second remaining, icing is the call. We'll have a face-off all the way back down. A quick one, and we'll go right in intermission. 3-0 Montour leads. And that will be the end of the first period. 3-0 Montour leads. Goals by Cameron Woodruff. A goal by Caden Herbst, and a goal by Hunter Fiedler. Got us here. We'll be back momentarily with the second period. Why is this doing this? For some reason, it does not want to do this to me right now. It did this to me last game for the first intermission graphic. Well, we're back here for the second period. 3-0 Montour leads Beaver. Barefoot will step in with Cuddy. I apologize if the graphics switch over to the intermission graphics. I'm having issues tonight with Carson Cuddy throwing one off net. Goes wide. Dawson leaves one behind, picked up by Strelka. Strelka dumps one off near glass, goes back out looking for Barefoot on the run. Barefoot dumps one down. Goes wide and behind. Amther will take it and dump it down after the icing call. 16:44 remaining. Face off. Goes around. Strelka dumps one around. Dawson knocks down Dallas on the way through. Strelka dumps one out. They're all the way out for Schmidt. It'll be cleared up, and Carlisle lets it go. Icing is the call. We'll have another face-off. All the way down the ice. 16:26 remaining in the second period. Having some sort of an issue with my graphics package. Won't let me switch over to different scenes. I got to get that checked out this week. Back and forth. Del Signor tries to get to a Dorsch. Will dump that one back in behind the net. Go past. Moskowitz throws one in front. for Rogers. That was Herbst, not Moskowitz. Dylan Rogers, the freshman. It's going to be Dorsch behind. Back up to the point. Hubbard shot wide of the net. Goes down around. Del Signor. Rogers will dump that one behind. Donnell. Throws one up off the near glass. Back for Cessna. Cessna. Down for Rogers. Rogers. There's one in behind Rogers. Throws one up in front. Back for Hubbard. Connor Hubbard, the senior. Down for Rogers. They'll battle off, and it'll be picked up and carried out. And a shot on by D. Dominicis will be saved by Haley, and he'll hold on to it. 15-20 run remaining in the second period. Beadler will, Schultenbrand steps in with Cuddy. One by Cuddy. Throws one in front for Flaw, who wasn't ready for it at the time. Back out come the Spartans, Schultenbrand. Wilson, nice little backhand to put it in the far corner. Up across, and it's going to be picked up and carried out. Cuddy gets around the defender, but a little bit of pressure to keep him off of it. Strelka will collect it. Carry it behind the net. J.J. Strelka up across. Wilson does clear it back in, but Schultenbrand. Chase Schultenbrand, top of the slot. Cameron D.C. Woodruff falls down, but it's going to go back into the near corner. As Braden Dawson can get to it, so Jack Wilson around. Packed up to Strelka. Strelka, nice little play to get around the defender. Shot on, blocked in front by Dawson. Wraparound opportunity and score for Chase Schultenbrand. Schultenbrand will get his 5th of the season. And it'll be 4-0 Montour. .23 of the second period. Wrap around for Schultenbrand, and face-off coming up at center. Zolka passes one across. He's Cessna. Cessna throws one for Zolka. Zolka into the zone. Zolka looking for the wraparound himself. Saved by Amther. Out they'll battle off. Strelka. Back in. Strelka waits on the backhand. Wopola. Back for Strelka. Up and blocked in front. Moskowitz waits, top of the circles. Nope. Moskowitz shot just wide. It looks like it was blocked in front. Zolka gets dumped in front of the net. Moskowitz will take it. Back out. Strelka shot off the crossbar. And out come the Bobcats and cleared down. David Strelka will collect it. Throws one up, and we have an equipment issue with Amther, and they'll have a quick check on his pads. He went down awkwardly with Zolka in front. Zolka got pulled down in front of him, threw him into him, and ended up having the pad get tied up in the lower end. He had a hard time getting back up, so they'll have a face-off at center ice. 13-17 remaining in the second period. Face-off one back by the Spartans across. Dallas can't get to it. Schmidt will backhand it out and clear it up. Schmidt into the zone looking for Masters. Masters does bring it in, but it's going to be picked up by the Spartans. Back across. Masters throws one across, and it'll be Connor Hubbard throwing one up out of the zone for Fiddler. Back out. Carson Cuddy gets around a defender, but J.J. Strelka's there to collect the puck. They'll go back down. Cuddy on the backhand looking for Schmidt. Fiedler looking for Barefoot. It goes back out. Cuddy can't get to that one, so it'll be brought across and save made by Amther and held on to 12:21 remaining in the second period. 4-0 Montour leads Beaver. Herbst will step in with Roman D. Denominesis. Shot on by Cessna, redirected by Rogers. Goes behind. Battle behind. Dylan Rogers. A lot going on. He's battling with Wilson right now. It'll go back into the corner. It passed out to Sidney Wilson. A lot going on in a near corner, and it'll be cleared out by the Bobcats past Cessna. Cessna waits. The Spartans throw this one back on for Dawson. Dawson picks it up. Herbst passes over for Rogers, looking in front. Backhand shot. Save made on the button Dorch by Amther, and Cessna waits. They need to get onside. Cessna in. Back to the top of the slot. Cessna shot. Blocked and cleared out by Del Signor. And icing is the call. 11:16 remaining in the second period. 4-0 Montour leads. Amther getting a little bit of work on his pad. That left pad's given him problems so far in this game. 11:16 to go here in the second. Face-off to the left of the senior netminder. Hubbard takes a shot, looks for the tip in front, goes wide. Backing around, Flaw. Takes one, dumps one up along the boards and out. Carson Cuddy chasing it down. The Bobcats want to regroup. It's out for Flaw as Cuddy, but it's going to go back out. Be cleared across Strelka. Strelka takes the puck, looks for the home run pass for Schultenbrand, goes all the way down the ice, but it goes off of something. Schultenbrand across for Rogers, and it's going to be picked up, and coming the other way is Trevor Schmidt. Schmidt with Cuddy takes the shot wide. Goes down and around, and be picked up by Cameradisi, and Schultenbrand will get the puck. Schultenbrand going to cut in around on the backhand, just wide of the net. Jack Rogers across for Chase Schultenbrand. It'll be a battle behind the net. On the backhand, save made, looking for Schmidt, goes back out. Schmidt does pick it up as Strelka backed off for the rush. It'll be picked up by Hubbard. Strelka passes it up for Rogers. Rogers into the zone. Leaves it, Cuddy. Throws it around. Back down for Rogers. Rogers on the backhand for Strelka. Strelka across. Zolka. Zolka for Strelka. Strelka for Moskovitz. Goes in front. Rogers blocked. Rogers out to the point. Hubbard. Shot off the post. Back down, Jack Rogers. Comes in and across the slot. Shot, save, made. Rebound, gets knocked down, and here comes Cuddy the other way. Carson Cuddy into the zone. Comes in, shot just wide of the starter Tyler Haley. Moskovitz into the zone. Moskowitz throwing on a cross for Wilpala, was not there. They'll regroup, back down. David Strelka. Strelka on the half wall, goes up to the point. Back down for Moskowitz. Moskowitz in the circle. Looks for the pass up to Strelka. Doesn't get enough on it. It'll be picked up by the Bobcats, but backhanded right into the glove of Moskowitz, and it's going to be Schmidt dumping that one in the length. 8:55 to go in the second period. Back around, David Strelka. Strelka Up and across for Wilpula. Holden Wilpula. Shot wide. Back down Moskowitz. They'll battle back and forth. They'll be picked up by Dawson, and Zolka will dump that one in. Wilson leaves it. Moskowitz can't get to it. Wilpula shot scores. It was just a pickup along the crease. Wilpula just tucked it in on the near post, and it's 5-0 Montour. Nothing Montour. Goal was at 8:27 of the period. Back in. Montour battles into the zone, but it's going to be picked up by Strelka. Strelka back down. Fiedler. Fiedler comes in and around. Dallas looking for the shot. Fiedler is just going to sit in the crease. Going to come back out, and it's going to be kept in nicely by J.J. Strelka back down behind. It'll go on net and held on to by Anther. That's me. That's just me on a delay. It's all me. Face-off coming up to the left of Anther. Back down. It'll be Cuddy throwing it around. Cleared up for Cessna. Cessna to the point, shot on, tipped in front, nobody home, rebound, Fiedler scores. 6-0 Montour as Fiedler gets his second of the contest. 7:48 remaining in the second period. Face-off one back by Montour. Dallas moving around. Dawson will dump that one in. Come down Schmidt behind the net. Schmidt throwing it in front. Cuddy can't get to it, so it's going to be Dallas coming the other way. Dallas into the zone, and it'll be whistled down. On an offside, they'll face off just outside the zone. 6-0 Montour lead, 7:27 remaining in the second period. Schultz will drop the puck between Barefoot and Cuddy. Face off one back past Dawson. They'll get there first. Dawson, that is it off. It's going to be Montour collecting it. Schmidt bounces it around. It's going to come out of the zone. Del Signor tries to get out. The captain can't get around that Spartan defense. Barefoot having a hard time getting to it. So Cuddy backed out for Dallas. Fiedler will pass that one around. Barefoot waits. Throws one in behind. Fiedler with two already here today. Goes to the top shot. Save made by Anther. Back out for Hubbard. Hubbard for Barefoot. Barefoot throws one across. On the backhand, Carlisle shot, save made, will go back down, throw on, save made again, and it'll be cleared out by the Bobcats the length of the ice. Haley came out, so no ice on the play. Connor Hubbard will collect it. Barefoot will pass it out for Dortch. Dortch for Hubbard. He'll dump it in. Behind. It'll be cleared out by Anthony Dawson, and all the way. Too many players on the ice here. There's going to be a penalty coming up. And it's going to be on Montour. Too many players on the ice. Thomas Barefoot will serve it. And we'll have a face-off to the left of Tyler Haley. Herbst. D. Dominicis save. Face-off one by D. Dominicis. Back down Get picked up, and Cessna going to come the other way. Cessna has Rogers. Cessna waits, burns a little bit of time, passes it back. Herbst loses the puck, coming the other way is Masters. Masters into the zone. Masters, shot, save made by Haley and held on to. 5:52 remaining in the period. Beaver, 22.2% on the power play this season so far, 11th in single A. The Spartans, 18 for 22 on the kill, 81.8%. This 9th in single A. That is tied coming into today. Back out, kept in. Wilson shot, save made, rebound, and goes to the Spartans. They'll clear it up off the near wall and the length of the ice. Aiden Moskowitz and Chase Schultenbrand each have a shorthanded goal for the Spartans. For Beaver, their power play goals have come off. 2 from Zach Masters and 1 each from D. Dominicis and, I'm sorry, not D. Dominicis, Cirilli and Dawson. Face-off coming up to the right. And it's going to be carried out by D. Dominicis. And on net, Haley will make the save and hold on to it. 5:11 remaining in the second period. 57 seconds remaining on the power play for the Bobcats. Face-off coming to the right of the freshman netminder, Haley. Face-off one over, and the Spartans will clear it to length. Get cleared up and dumped onto the bench. Amther just dumps that one onto the Spartans bench. That's one way of getting a whistle. And it'll come all the way back in to the right of the senior netminder. Playing his 5th game this season. Moskowitz leaves it for Schmidt. Schmidt dumps one across, and it's going to be picked up by Zolka, who throws that one on the net. 4:50 remaining in the second period. Cuddy throws that one out for Masters. Masters cross falls down on the play. It's going to be picked up by the Bobcats. Dawson. Dawson throws one across. 21 seconds remaining on the power play. Backhanded in. Passed for Cuddy. Carson Cuddy. Dumps in across. Throws one not save made. Rebound goes off and scores! Carson Cuddy off the rebound. And it's 6-1. Power play goal for Carson Cuddy. .422 remaining in face-off one by the Spartans. Stroka. Out for Rogers. Rogers. Across. It's past Sydney Wilson. Woodruff lets it go. Picked up by Stroka. Stroka for Rogers. Rogers into the zone. Across for Woodruff. Save made by Amther. And held on to. Power play goal for Cuddy was his 3rd of the season. And that was his first power play goal this year. Carrying it out. It's Flaw. Leaves it go, and it's going to be picked up by Cameradisi. Into the zone, Cameradisi. That's one in, rebound. Amroth can't get to it, so back out for Stroka. Looks for the tip in front. Rogers couldn't get to it. We'll go back down for Stroka. Stroka. Looks across. Tip just wide of the net. Cameradisi looking for 2. Maybe that was Rogers. I'm not sure in front. Saw the 2. Back up. Hubbard. Shot. Looked and tipped. Scott scores. Looks like Cameradisi's second of the contest. And it's 7-1. 3:19 remaining in the period. Down Cuddy, dumps it in past Masters. Masters lets that one go on net. Backhand Cuddy, shot save made by Haley. Down Cuddy behind the net. Carlisle can't get to it, so it'll be Wopola. Dump in behind, it's gonna be to Masters. Masters shot goes on net. Back down, it'll be tied up. Cessna dumps one out for Wopola, back past Dawson. Moskowitz on the fly. Moskowitz comes in on the backhand, tucks it in and around, and it's 8-1. 2:51 remaining. And they'll face off at center. Face off one back to Cessna. Cessna. Down. Pass across for Zolka. Zolka. Late shot save made by Anther. Thrown out. Moskowitz will chase it down. Moskowitz. Well, it's separated from the puck, and out comes Cessna. Cessna throws it in a route for Zolka. Zolka leaves it. Back out to the point. Cessna shot, looks and tip in front. Save made by Anther. It'll go down. It'll be picked up by Braden Dawson, but Wopola will take it off of him. Wopola waits. Goes on in front, tipped in front. Anther will make the save and holds on to it. Running clock now, up by 7. Of a face-off coming up if the line changes. Barefoot steps in with Trevor Schmidt. Face-off one by Barefoot. Back Fiddler shot off of Anther and out of play. Face-off coming right back up. Barefoot with another face-off win. Dallas on the backhand, throws one on net. We cleared up. Fiedler takes it. Throws one that falls off his own player. Stroka will take the puck shot. Blocker save by Anther. Out and cleared by Zach Masters. Oh, sorry, that is actually Carter Donnell. Stroka up and across. Picked up by Fiedler. It'll be dumped back in for Hubbard. Hubbard behind the net. Waits, throws one across for Dallas. Dallas clears one out, and Wilson will chase it down. Wilson, Jack Wilson leaves it, but Dallas will take it. Dallas looking in front, opportunity here for Fiedler for the hat trick. And that's a hat trick goal for Fiedler, and it's 9-1. 19.4 seconds remaining. (9-1) is your score. Face-off coming up at center. Fiedler with the hat trick. D. Dominicis out. It'll be passed around. It'll be picked up and cleared in by Liam Dallas. Fiedler coming around. Fiedler looking for 4 now. Throws one in front. 9 seconds to go in the period. A throw tipped in front. Dallas can't get to it. Wilson back around. 3 seconds ago, 2 seconds ago, 1 second ago. And that's the end of the second period. We'll be back momentarily with your intermission, with your score. Montour 9 and Beaver 1. We'll be back. this decided to work finally. All right, we're back here at the Island Sports Center. I gotta give you a hard time. My actual stuff didn't work. Has been working the entire day. It's been delayed. I haven't been figuring out why it's doing it. So we're a little bit delayed right now. I don't know how much time I actually have. Weird situation here. And Montour's up 9-0. There is 9-1. There is no ice cut. They pulled one net off its mooring, so I'm fully confused as to what's going on, but we're here. So we're going to talk a little bit about everything going on outside of this game with the PIHL. Let's see what we've got going on from around the league. Norwin defeats Westmont Hilltop 5-2 at the Palmer Imaging Arena. Seneca Valley over Pine Richland 4-1. Peters Township over Mount Lebanon 4-1 at Mount Lebanon. North Catholic falling to North Hills in the game previous to this one. I believe it was 3-1. I called that game. No answer, no score from Elizabeth Forward Wilmington at the Hess Ice Rink. Meadville and Franklin Regional at the Mark. That's in progress right now. Let's see if they have any details from an update there. It's 3-3, showing it's in probably a shootout right now or as such. A lot going on in that one, a lot of penalties. They're going back and forth. Let's see what we got. They're coming up at the end of the game regulation now. The goaltenders show 49 minutes apiece. So they're coming up on the end of regulation. Greensburg-Salem defeating Kiski 5-2 in the back half of the Palmer Imaging Arena matchup. Ringgold and Burl, no score from the Pittsburgh Ice Arena. Wheeling Catholic and Fox Chapel canceled from West Banco Arena. That'll probably be rescheduled. Penn Trafford leading Mars 3-1 at the Barrel Ice Complex Galaxy Rink, the back half of the Pine Richland Seneca Valley doubleheader. Armstrong leading Butler 8-0 at Frozen Pond, and Hempfield and South Fayette tied at 2. You can watch that one on the other channel of the 10-band TV if you're watching us on your smart TV. Now it's 3-2 South Fayette, a quick goal for the Lions in the third. Caden Johnson getting that one. Chase Sankey starting for the Hempfield Spartans. South Fayette starting Logan Robitaille in that one. 3-2, of course. Chase Sankey starting. Backup goaltender for Hempfield tonight. If you watch the PIHL Girls League, name probably familiar, Caitlin Porter backing up for the Spartans this evening. Looking forward to another year on the PIHL Girls League coming up when we get through to it. Players are coming back out on the ice. 9-1 is your score. Let me switch over and make sure it actually works this time. Nope, automatically locked up for me. Going back to the broadcast, good. 9-1 is your score. They're coming back out. In goal for the Montour Spartans in this period will be Ethan Diani. Ethan Diani, once again, as I said in the pregame, .352 goals against average, .825 save percentage. He's getting the bulk of the work for the Montour Spartans. Spartans, of course, rolling out 2 freshman tendies this year. 3-2 on the year is Diani. He'll get the nod for the last 17. We'll get a face-off here at center momentarily. See if I can figure out where I'll be next. My schedule's so crazy, I can't even figure out where I'm going to be. Let's see what the league says I have to do on their website. If you're looking for any broadcast, you can always look it up on the PIHL website. They give you an update on the front page of that week's games. Tonight's game, of course, is this one. I will be up next. Let me see where I'm at. You can go into their little group. It says broadcast on the top of the screen. It'll actually tell you list all the broadcasts for the season if you want to look at it that way. I will be back. There I am. At the Alpha Ice Complex on December 8th. That'll be Shaler in Indiana at 8:20. It's only a single game, I believe, for that one. And then I'll be back here to cover these Montour Spartans on December 19th. That's a 9:15 start. That was a 7:15 start on the calendar. That got changed as the Wheeling Catholic game originally was canceled. That got moved to the island at 7:15, so now I'm calling a doubleheader that night. But the Montour Spartans game will be back here on Pittsburgh Hockey Digest on the 19th, 18th, I believe. No, 19th of December. That's a 9:15 start now. Mind you, that is a schedule change, so check that out. With that being said, we're going to get back here in the third period. Montour leading 9-1. Do I know my own schedule? Probably not half the time, but I don't know what I'm doing at any given time. Caden Herbst steps in with Carson Cuddy, and it's won by the Spartans, carried in. Dorsch leaves it for Herbst. They go back and forth. It'll be picked up. Well, it'll be Rogers. Back out. And Cessna gets knocked down. Del Signor brings him down. Brought in. Herbst can't get to it, so it'll be dumped up along. Back out. Strelka for Cessna. Cessna dumps one in past Rogers. Herbst was past him. And it'll be cleared in past Wilson. Cuddy just throws that one out for Cessna. Cessna across for Strelka. David Strelka. On the backhand. Out past for Wilson. Nelson Nord throws one across. It'll be Cessna holding on to it, but it'll be dumped in into the zone. 16:04 remaining. Strelka throws one across, and out comes Barefoot. Into the zone. Barefoot all around shot. Save made. Held on to by Amther. And 15:45 remaining in the running clock. Down Snyder across. Barefoot steps in with Schmidt. Look around. Dallas and Barefoot go into the corner with Braden Dawson. They'll battle. Down will be picked up by Dallas. Throws one across. Save made. Rebound. Scores. Thomas Barefoot getting his 4th of the season. And it is 10-1. Montour. I'll say 15-12. Gonna be cleared out. Strelka across. Very down. Fiedler throws one across. We'll go down Barefoot. Donnell can't get to it, so Fiedler will dump that one in front for Dallas. Dallas throws one around for Barefoot. Look on the backhand. Barefoot takes to the forehand shot. Save by Amther. Cross back to the point. Strelka. Strelka down for Fiedler. They'll battle down back to the point. Strelka. Top of the slot. Shot. Scores. J.J. Strelka makes it 11-1. I'll say 14-12. Face off at center. .46 to go. Moskovitz carries it in, wins the face-off forward. Carlisle. Into the zone, shot on, goes wide. Down to the half wall. Carlisle. Pass for Dawson. Dawson throws one across. Zolka waits. It's going to be picked up by Carlisle. Picked up, and Zolka can't get to it. DeMinicis can't clear the zone, so it stays in. Dawson finally gets it out, where Strelka will collect it. David Strelka throws one across for Carlisle. Carlisle up for Wilpla. Hold in Wilpla. into the zone. And down around for Carlisle. Carlisle shot, tips around, held on to, rebound, loose puck, sits in the crease, and little extracurriculars going on in front of the net. Things are starting to get a little bit crazy down low. .22 remaining in the third period. 11-1 is your score. Montour in Beaver. There's a one back. Hubbard throws one around for Wilson. Wilson battles around for Schultenbrand. And it's cleared out past Cessna. Cessna behind the net. Collects, throws one up. El Signor will take it, but it'll be picked up by Cameradisi. Around opportunity here for Beaver. Masters tries to wrap around, couldn't finish up the play, so it's going to go back out past Wilson. There'll be a race for the puck. Spartans will get there first. Shot on, save made, rebound. Schultenbrand picks up the puck and throws it in. So it slipped through the pads of Amther, and it's 12-1. We're going to say about 11-13 on that goal. Say 11-20. Face-off coming up at center. Down, cleared in. Dawson takes the puck and just dumps it down. Stroka collects across. Really cleared in, off, and carrying it out is Cuddy. Cuddy throws one, save made, rebound by Diani. It's going to go back and above. Stroka behind the net. Back for Stroka. David Stroka will carry it back to the point. And it'll be cleared out by the Spartans. Rogers gets rubbed off by Dawson. Cuddy behind the net. Throws one around. Looking for a little bit of help. It's going to be picked up by Montour and held onto, and he scores. And that'll be a goal by Dom Dortch. He just fires one through. (13-1) is the score. And we cleared in, barefoot. Throws one across for Fiedler, scores. Out Fiedler throws one across. Stroka dumps one in behind for Dawson. Clears it up for Schmidt. Schmidt trying to get it out. Off. It's going to be picked up by the Bobcats and attempted to be cleared. Spartans will take it the other way. Del Signor in, backhands it up, where Stroka will collect it. Cross for JJ and David out there at the same time. Barefoot. Across for Fiedler. Fiedler. And an across for Schmidt. And get to it. Up in nicely by the Spartans, but it's going to be carried out by the Bobcats. Looking across for Schmidt. Hubbard can't collect it. Picked up and carried out by the Spartans. That's Wopola. Go up past Carlisle. Cuddy waits, throws one across for Dawson. It'll be cleared the length of the ice. 7:17 remaining. They'll let it play out. Go around for Wopola. Wopola dumps one up. It'll be bounced around and it'll be picked up and carried out by Wopola. Brings it in. Throws one on and off. 7 minutes remaining. Out of play. Well, face off to the right of Amther. Spartans behind the net. A little extra going on. Wilson. Moskovitz. They'll battle. It stays in the near corner. Moskovitz will carry it back in. Shot goes into Wilson's pad, and it's going to be shot on and cleared out. Zolka with the second shot. Hubbard will chase it down. 6:08 remaining, third period. Going up for Wopola. Wopola for Zolka. Moskovitz needs to clear it out because they're offside. Carter Hubbard for Wopola. Wopola fires a shot on net and will come back. Wopola throws one across for Hubbard. Hubbard, shot, save made. Held on to, and Amther goes at it with a couple players. 5:21 remaining. A slashing call coming up. Del Signor will go in, so will Wopola. Face-off come out. .502 remaining. Bring the face-off all the way back down. Five on four here. It will be a power play for the Bobcat. They cleared up. Strelka dumps one in for Schaltenbrand. Goes back down, 4:51 remaining. Cuddy throws one up for the Bobcats. Strelka back down and around. Dawson. Slows the play down. Schmidt takes the puck. Separated by Schaltenbrand. Rogers dumps it behind. Rogers separated by Cuddy. Cuddy carries it out of the zone. In and across. Up. Shot on high and wide. Cuddy looking for the backhand. Strelka around. Dawson for Strelka. Dumps one out. And we have an injury back in the corner as there was a shot by Cuddy on David Strelka, who got back up. And we're even here. 4 players apiece with the time clock running. Strelka's slowly close to getting a delay of game, but he should be okay. Looks okay getting off the bench. Face-off coming down, 22 seconds remaining in the first penalty. 14-1 is your score. Barefoot back for Cessna. Dumps one around. It's cleared out. Spartans over for Cessna. Cessna's dump goes behind, goes on net. Wilson up to the point. It goes out. Technically, it's a power play for the Spartans, but there is no penalty up on the board for the Bobcats right now. So we're going to do is assume the time. Back down and around, Stroka. Clears over for JJ Stroka. Behind the net. Go behind. And it'll be cleared out by the Bobcats. 2:16 to go in the period. Penalty coming up. Wopa and Del Signor will back out, and that came off. That was the call. 1:58 remaining in regulation here. They pull Cuddy out of the box. Served as minor. Down. Cats will dump it in. We cleared in. $1:30 remaining in regulation here. Rogers waits. Stop, and it'll be cleared up along the boards. Off for JJ Stroka. Stroka over for Cessna. Cessna for Stroka. Pass it on for Herbst. Herbst. For Cessna, past Herbst, and it goes all the way down past Dawson. Icing is the call. 1 minute remaining in regulation. Cuddy's going to come off. They had 7 players out on the ice for a second there. 38 seconds to go. Down Herbst around for Dortch. Dortch waits. It's going to be battled off, and there's going to be a lot going on in front of the Montour bench. Picked up by Del Signor. 18 seconds to go. Back down and cleared out. Donnell can't get it in. Herbst bounces it off for Donnell. He'll dump that one up. Herbst is going to pick it off. Herbst throws one around. It's going to be picked up by Wilson. She's going to carry it up, and that'll be the end of this game. With your final score, the Montour Spartans 14, the Beaver Bobcats 1. I'm Brian Mitchell. This was Berg Hockey Live. Thank you for joining me on a Monday night. Enjoy the remainder of your evening. I'll see you in a couple weeks. Take care.